Hello everyone and welcome to the October 2nd Daily Challenge. Before we actually get going here, I do want to take a look at my journal real quick. I'm missing 3 achievements in Spelunky. One is to do a no gold run, which is extremely difficult if you have ever played this game. As I want to do this. The other is to fill out the journal 100%. It looks like I've got all the locations. Monsters. Anything that's not covered. There's one thing between the monkey and Jiangxi here that I haven't killed. One thing before the worm egg. Which probably means I'm going to have to go back to the worm at some point, and probably to the castle maybe. And there's one other guy in hell that I haven't unlocked. Items, I think I've got everything. Oh no, I don't have the eggplant yet. I do need to get that at some point. Although the eggplant isn't listed in there, so I guess I don't really need that one. There's at least one trap that I don't have, for whatever reason. Okay, so just want to take a quick look there. Anyway, we've been having a good run of things in general in Spelunky. You know, the daily challenge yesterday didn't go all that great, but then we had a nice run with the mothership. Probably would have beaten Olmec if I had played a little bit more cautiously in that fight. And jumped a little bit earlier was pretty much the defining factor between I beat Olmec and get out of the exit, or I beat Olmec and die in the lava. Was about a split second's decision on when to jump. So, I'm going to count that as a pretty good run. Oops. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm coughing right now. I'm coughing! Okay. Get another rock, come over here. There are a bunch of skeletons. I knew one of them was going to come back to life. And onward we go. But yeah, you know, I've been feeling pretty good in Spelunky lately. I feel like I have been doing decently well as a whole, and I feel like I'm kind of getting my mojo back, so to speak. So I've kind of decided to keep playing it a little bit more than I was originally planning to. I want pretty much everything in that shop. The question is, do I want to kill the shopkeeper when there are no bombs and I don't have paste yet? That's the hard decision here. Yes, yes. Open broadcaster software, high resource usage. Thank you, I know. I should come over this way a little bit, just to make sure if there was an altar down there. It would be important to know. So now the question is, do we kill the shopkeeper, or do we just buy a couple of things and move on? I'm going to vote that we kill him. And why vote that we kill him? Because this is a daily challenge and we want a high score. And so, the earlier we start killing shopkeepers, the better it is for us. Not to mention, we wouldn't have been able to afford all 3 of those items, and the climbing gloves and the spike shoes stack real well. And the spike shoes, of course, you want later in the game on the ice caves. So they were all items that were worth getting, for sure. Now, whether it was worth killing the shopkeeper for them or not remains to be seen, but I would like to think that it was. We will probably use a bomb, our first bomb of the game, to retrieve that damsel. So we are a bit low on health after having to tank 1 damage to get that shopkeeper out of the way easily. So let's go over here and plop a bomb next to Mr. Damsel. Okay, and now my window randomly loses focus, or what's going on here? I'm not sure what just happened. Anyway, let's blow that up. We get a little bit of a gem, we get him, we get a chest, which I just failed at throwing him into, and we get a move on. Now I gotta say, I like using the random damsel, because no one can ever say that I'm prejudiced against dogs, or men, or women. I throw everyone into everything that comes in their way, every time. Doesn't matter if they're dog, man, or woman. They are my weapon. I like what this shopkeeper is selling. I was gonna say that should be enough to get him going. Now if you get him off of those webs, he should jump himself on some spikes before long. Unless he gets away, I guess. How did he manage to not jump on any spikes? That's ridiculous. I hate you, Mr. Shopkeeper. Why didn't you just kill yourself so I didn't have to do it? He's gonna do that the safe way. Okay, he did jump on some spikes, just not the ones I was expecting him to jump on. Let's get some more money over here. There is a giant spider there that we should be able to kill without much trouble once the shopkeeper's out of the way. Oh, I didn't want to grab onto that. I actively grabbed onto it. It's not like it was just because I didn't expect the climbing gloves to go off. I mean, I actively climbed on top of it, but it was not my intention. Not sure if any of this will be hitting the shopkeepers. Or shopkeeper, I should say. Let us see. He's in a very tricky place right now. Okay, and he's dead. I apparently did hit him enough, and he killed the giant spider for me. What a bro. He knew I was gonna kill him, and he still killed the giant spider for me. I did not see a damsel anywhere on that level. It must have been up in the top right there where we couldn't really explore. So we are still kind of holding steady at 2 health. 1 health, because that guy woke up after the first time that I had already been past him. Which is why I hate the skeleton enemies so much. So there is definitely some good stuff down here. Is there anything worth bombs, though? I mean, there's a decent amount of money, but nothing great. We aren't going to use a bomb to go in there. Just making sure that it fired, because it would kill us easily. Down, down, meat boy. And of course the damsel is in a kissing booth on this floor, because the game likes to be a jerk like that. A rope to get in here, that's a much better deal than a bomb. Granted, I have a lot more bombs than ropes, so I don't know how that's a better deal, but it is, in my opinion. And you know what, screw it, we'll use a bomb to get in here too. We can get an extra gem and some gold out of it. We could go into the vault. I don't think that's a wise decision in this current situation. Especially considering the shopkeepers on this floor have not been angered yet. Although they will be soon. How is the best way to do this? Oh god, the chest and key are on this level too? I did not know that. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's gotta be down there. It's an easy way to jump on that guy's head. Drop our gun down. Bring our gun back. Because we are going to need to carry the key. This is a really bad place for these shopkeepers, I'll be honest with you. This is going to be a hard situation to get through. Which is obviously not what I was hoping for when I decided to kill the shopkeepers to begin with. Because this is kind of a rare setup for the shop and the exit. I'm going to blow up a little bit of ground here. Oh god. Now the ghost is here. This is going to be risky. Don't get me wrong. Running all the way back to the start of the level. Running back down. Oh, he got it to me. That was a horrible situation to be put into, so I'm not too upset that I died there. Let us jump back into a fresh adventure mode challenge here. See what we can come up with. Yeah, that was kind of... It wasn't a great situation. It was probably one that I could have survived, but just the layout of that map made it very hard to get either the gun or the bombs to the shopkeepers, which is kind of a situation where there's not much you can do to kill them. And had the key and chest not been on that level, it would have been much easier to handle, because I could have just stomped on one of them and walked out the exit instead of having to kill them both. But once the key and chest were on that level, we had really no option but to try to kill them both. And obviously that was not something simple enough that I actually managed to pull it off. So it happens sometimes, whatever. We can move on, we can do better this run. If that, for some reason, if that didn't hurt me, because this game can be a jerk about how high you have to be sometimes. How high does it even have to be? Apparently quite high. It has to be quite high to work. Oh. Just had to fly all the way, didn't you? Kill this bat. Is it worth a rope? I don't think it is. Not much treasure on that first floor. Blatant product placement right there. Pepsi, if you would like to advertise with me, I'll be more than happy to give you some advertisement. I'm going to be drinking you on camera quite often, so I mean, why not? I have nothing but a rope to trigger that arrow trap. That's kind of horrible. I could have tried to whip it out of the way, but that would have been kind of foolish. We do have an altar on this floor, which is something that I am happy to see. Giant spider means we're going to get paste right off the bat. This is kind of a weird layout, honestly. I'm not sure where our damsel is. You know what, let's go back up here. Plant a bomb there and then kind of get out of the way. That was a very good time jump. Aha! Oh. There's Mr. Damsel. Come on, Mr. Damsel. It's time to go sacrifice you to an angry god. I hope you don't mind. We could get the eggplant, which is not a horrible idea, but there's no way I'm going to be able to get that to hell. Especially since I want to get a Kapala, and getting a Kapala goes in the exact opposite direction of how you are able to bring it to hell. And it's kind of useless outside of when you do, besides getting a cool little music theme. Okay, now do we want to rob him? You know what, we're going to buy the bomb box and go. I know I tend to rob shopkeepers when they have more than one thing that I'm interested in, but I don't know, it just didn't feel like the right time to do it. Yeah, that's right, spider that just spawned. You know what, we're just gonna carry her. We're not gonna worry about the treasure over there. Want to make sure this damsel lives, so if there is another altar, we have an easy way to make our and get our Kapala. Let's gracefully fly down on those spikes right there. It's one thing you don't normally associate with Meat Boy. Gracefully gliding downwards. Nothing interesting over here. Over here we got this here spider, who's not much of a problem. So I have not seen any sign of an altar yet, so I don't think we're going to get our Kapala on this floor. That's okay. We don't need it quite so early. When I'm playing decently well, which I don't know if you can really count it when I've already taken a hit from an arrow trap. When I'm playing decently well, as I feel like I am right now. Okay, there we're down to 1 health. That's not good. I don't even know how that guy managed to hit me, because I thought I was going to get him first. But my bad. My bad, everyone. And there's an arrow trap right here that we have no choice but to set off with a rope. Take out these two bats. There is another altar here, so we can get our Kapala on this floor, presuming it's not a kissing booth. Or one of the times when there is just no damsel spawn. That would also be pretty detrimental to our ability to get the Kapala. But here is our damsel. I'm sorry, damsel. Now you must live until I sacrifice you. Then you should die. Just like that. Good job, buddy. You did everything according to plan. Survived taking an arrow for me, and then you got killed when I sacrificed you at the altar. It's like the opposite of what people normally say when they're talking about, like, rescuing a damsel and going to the altar. I did not hit to undo my cape. I was drifting downwards. Well, there goes a run that was going well, because for some reason my cape decided to undo itself. Okay. That's a frustrating one. But yeah, you know, normally when people are talking about, like, the damsel, they're talking about, when they talk about an altar, they mean that you're gonna, you know, go and marry that damsel that you just saved the life of. In Spelunky, no. When you're talking about the altar and the damsel, you're talking about sacrificing that fool for your own personal gains. Okay. Let's try this again, shall we? So we kind of got screwed over on that run 2 ago. And then that last run just kind of wasn't paying enough attention. Worrying too much about Spelunky's specific way of handling damsels and altars. Not sure if there's anything worthwhile up there. Not gonna waste the rope to go. Oh wait, I wouldn't have to waste the rope to go. Do that. Grab this rock. Oh, there's a crate in here. Now I'm glad I went this way. Spectacles? Not quite as glad as I was when I first saw the crate, quite honestly. In fact, I would have rather it been a mystery crate and thought it was something awesome that I chose to pass up than getting spectacles. Oh, they do help at handling dark levels, so I can't be all that hateful against spectacles, but let's be honest here, of all the items in Spelunky, they're probably the one that you want least. Especially, well, if you're an early game player who's not really going for hell, then spectacles are a pretty good item to pick up, because then you don't have to worry about the Jedi. But when it comes to when you're doing hell runs all the time, there's just nothing super beneficial about spectacles, you know? Let's go onward to our next level here, where we find weapon shop right off the bat. You know what, I want the spike shoes and the bombs. And, oh, I just realized that I really should have not killed the shopkeeper the way I did. Because if I hadn't, I could have sacrificed him at the altar too. And been one step closer to the Kapala. I can get to that crate with only one bomb, that's good. Or it wasn't how I wanted it, but it works out just fine. Get a pitcher's mitt, that's not bad. Although given the fact that we already have a shotgun, we won't be throwing too many things outside of bombs. Another pair of spectacles. Game, why do you troll me so? Oh look, you're gonna get a free item. It's spectacles. Oh well. Hey look, you're gonna get another free item. Really? It's spectacles again. Oh. Oh. Let's kill everything in our wake. Okay. Wouldn't be able to jump to that emerald, unfortunately. Why is my window losing focus like that at times? That's not even Norden, that's just my computer deciding that it doesn't want to focus on this window anymore. Yep, I thought that was going to happen. Apparently there was no way on that platform I could physically move close enough to that arrow trap to set it off. And so we got hit by it. Oh well, it happens. Now there's an altar right at the start of this floor. I like to see that. Although it does mean that we're probably going to need to use at least a couple ropes to get the damsel here. You'll pay for your crimes. Oh really, shopkeeper? I will I? I'd like to see you try. Well, he's certainly trying. And I'm nowhere near him, but he's trying. That dude in the vault is going crazy for me. He's crazy on me. Of course it lands right next to a spider, who then proceeds to hit me and put me in a very precarious position. But at least that arrow trap didn't go off. That was polite of the game for once. Let's go back this way. There is our key. And of course it's a kissing booth, so that's going to make it a little bit harder to get our Kapala. Oh, the damsel is alive in there, so I guess not that much harder. And we can always sacrifice shopkeepers if we need to. Ooh! Both shopkeepers are dead already. You know what? Actually, you stay right here. I don't know if these two shopkeepers are going to be worth enough to give me a Kapala, but it's worth a try. If we want to, we can always kill the one in the vault, and that'll give us a third shopkeeper, but he's going to be hard to get without paste. So let us run back down here. You have to be a bit worried about time right now. Oh, nope, I don't want to go this way. I want to go this way. I should just be taking the damsel there, in all honesty. It would be much safer, but I gotta try this. So if I get an extra health and the Kapala, we would be in much better shape than just getting the Kapala. But I think we're going to be one sacrifice short if we put him on here. Yep, not quite enough. And here comes the ghost, which is going to make this a little bit more frustratingly difficult. But we're going for it, because why not? Oh god. Come on, Mr. Ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. There was a point in my Spelunky play when the ghost was like the most horrifying thing in the game to me. Not so much anymore. And I don't like running from him without a jetpack, but he's not that bad really. I need to pick up the Kapala, otherwise it's kind of worthless to get. And then we are going to run like a bat out of hell for our lives. Grab a shotgun. Get in here. Yes! We made it work. We've got a snake pit that's both very good and very bad. And very bad because it kind of limits the level a bit. By limiting the level, it's going to limit how much gold we can and how much blood we can get. But good, because it also means that there is a decent stock of enemies in store for us. We did get a lot of blood there. Must drink blood. Blood gives power. Oh god. I immediately give up the health I just earned by jumping into a spider. Drop our shotgun to trigger arrow trap. Drop arrow to trigger arrow trap. Oh god. And of course it's another kissing boost, so chances are we are not going to get a damsel on this floor. That's the other downside of the fact that it is a snake pit. I don't know why I just said that. I'm going to get the Kapala even though I don't need it. The other downside is the fact that due to me having a shotgun that I want to carry with me, the Matic is something that will be good for this floor and then I kind of have to let go. I could use it to sneak into that shopkeeper's shop. That wouldn't really do me all that much good though. He mad. Excuse me, we are back to 3 health. That guy is now dead. Really? The ghost is coming already? Dear lord. Okay, apparently... Oh... Well, we're gonna call it quits on that episode. So much for a run of good luck there, huh? We had some good plays in that. It's just that kind of crappy situation in one, along with a couple of unlucky deaths. One because my cape kind of decided that it was gonna come undone. The other one because of just barely mistimed shot on... Or I guess I should say misspread on my shot. Because if it had spread out a little bit differently, it would have hit that shopkeeper and knocked him out before he shot me. But regardless, we had a decent run of things, although we didn't get past the mines. As always, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care, everyone.